All right, I'm gonna wait for everybody to join. Okay, can you listen to me?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, I just want to make sure everybody's here. Okay, so I'm going to continue with the activity. It was in the book, so here. All right, so we were in number 5. We said hashtags weren't letters, they were pictures.
Yes.
Number 6, who wants to read number 6?
Me.
Okay.
The ancient Egyptians weren't lazy people. They were hardworking.
Okay, good. So let's check. Yes, the ancient Egyptians weren't lazy people. They were hardworking. Correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. No, number 7. Who wants to read number 7?
No las oía.
Me.
Okay.
The roofs of the houses weren't pointed. They were flat.
Okay. Everybody has the same answer?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So the roofs of the houses weren't pointed, they were flat. Right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Questions with was, were, wasn't, or weren't?
No.
No.
Are you
Bueno,
sure?
Miss, yo sí,
Yes. Mhm.
pero solamente tengo una duda en la número 2.
All right. What's the question?
Porque
Mm,
creo que la 2 era was y yo tenía were, pero pues es que habla de varias actividades, ¿no?
In the text, yes. So let me open the text. For example, well, I no. in here in the text it says swimming, fishing, sailing, and hunting were their favorite free time activities. But the question here is specific. It's only mentioning one. Swimming, only swimming,
Swimming.
was one of their favorite activities. It's only mentioning one. If it said swimming, hunting, sailing, and I don't remember what was the other one. If it mentioned
Fishing.
fishing, swimming, hunting, and sailing, if it's plural, then it's where. But if you see
Okay.
in here swimming, it's only one, so it's singular.
Okay.
That's
Yes.
why.
Thank you.
Okay. Questions with this? Other question?
No.
No.
Are you sure?
yes, were.
Yes.
Yes.
Ah,
What, Ileana?
nada, estaba pensando en voz alta. Que es mejor estar en la clase físicamente.
But do you have a question with this?
No.
No, it's okay.
It's okay.
Mm,
Right. Let me go back to the PowerPoint presentation. Okay. So we practice affirmative and negative. Now, okay. Is this thing moving? Okay. Now, I have. Can who wants to read number 1?
¿De
I
las
see the
oraciones?
In the presentation? Yeah.
las
Me parecen las
mismas.
mismas.
Only one. Can you read number 1?
The
The houses
houses
of the rich.
were around the night.
Okay. No. But can you see the PowerPoint presentation?
Oh, yes.
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 Right.
With the answer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Who wants to read number 1?
Me.
Okay.
The houses of the rich were along the night.
Okay. But hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
Ah, it's another.
Yeah, but
Okay,
do you see the power?
not yet.
Okay.
Me sacó de
Yes.
la tuya.
Ya
The
apareció.
pharaoh,
Ajá.
Eso.
All right.
The pharaoh was the head of the government.
Okay. And number 2?
the pharaohs were the kings and queens of Egypt.
Okay. These sentences, are they affirmative or negative?
Affirmative.
Affirmative.
They are affirmative, right? Number 1,
Yes.
if I want to make number 1 negative, how can I make number 1 negative?
The
The
pharaoh
pharaoh wasn't the head of the government.
Okay. And number 2, if it's negative?
The pharaohs weren't the kings and queens of Egypt.
Okay. Good. So, affirmative, the pharaoh was. Negative, the pharaoh wasn't.
wasn't.
Affirmative, the pharaohs were.
Where?
The pharaohs weren't.
Weren't.
Yes.
Okay. Now, how I want you to think. Don't tell me. Think. How do I make this interrogative? How can I make this into questions? How do you imagine I make a question for number 1?
Was the pharaoh? No.
Yes. Was the pharaoh? Ah, no.
Uh-huh. Okay. And for number 2, how do you imagine?
Were the pharaoh?
Where is the
No,
pharaoh?
no, I don't know.
It's okay.
I'm
Don't worry.
confused.
So, normally, if I make a question in English, because in Spanish is different. In English, I only switch.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So, number 1 is, was the pharaoh the head of the government? What is different between number 1 and this one? What is different?
Was
Change the
was
verb.
in past.
The verb to be and no
Uh-huh. And what?
change to first
To first position.
position.
Yes.
Exactly. So, to make a question, I only switch. Okay. So affirmative, the pharaoh was. Question, was the pharaoh the head of the
The
government?
head of the government.
Number 2, how do you think the question is for number 2?
Were the pharaohs
the kings and queens
of Egypt?
of Egypt.
Exactly. So if you see, the same thing. In the question, I change the position of the pharaoh, and I put where first, and then the pharaohs, and then the rest of the question. Okay? Questions with this?
No.
Wait, I copy the.
Yes, don't worry.
I take a picture.
Yes, don't worry.
Very.
Okay. I'm going to, I change the slide. So if you see in here, I have the verb to be in past, I have was and were, but interrogative. Interrogative is questions, okay?
Okay.
So was is for plural or singular?
Singular.
Okay. And where?
Plural.
Plural. All right, so was and where is a verb. That's it. That's the only thing you need to remember.
Yes.
We have verb, and then we have the subject, if it's singular or if it's plural.
Mhm.
And then I can talk about a profession,
Or a job.
a job. A location is the place, for example, in the school, in the cinema, in the market, in Walmart.
Okay.
The adjective is happy, sad, angry, hungry, hardworking. Okay?
Okay.
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 Questions with this?
No.
No?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Yes.
Everybody?
Eh, yo quisiera saber algún otro ejemplo en vez de pharaohs.
Okay. For example, let me, I'm going to, let me, can you see the presentation or no?
No.
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 Okay. Okay. Let me, I'm going to open a notepad. Hold on, so I can give you another example.
Thank you.
All right, can you see the notepad? Can you see when I say hello?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Yes.
So the pharaoh or the pharaohs, in this case, they are the subject.
Yes.
Tell me the name. Tell me the name of one of your friends or a family member.
Nora.
Nora. All right. So Nora. And what is her profession?
Ama de casa.
Okay, so I can say, let's imagine that in the past she was a doctor. Okay.
Okay.
Right. I want you to tell me one sentence, affirmative sentence with Nora, and say that she's a doctor.
Nora
was
was a doctor.
a doctor.
Okay. So Nora was a doctor. What is the negative of
Nora
that?
wasn't
Nora
Nora
was,
wasn't.
a
was
doctor.
a doctor.
And what is the question?
Was
Is Nora?
Nora
Ahora,
Was Nora
a
doctor?
doctor?
I say is a doctor.
It's correct or past?
Okay, okay.
It's correct. You need to remember. It's past and past.
Pass.
So let's talk about something like
Please. Please.
what?
When
Tania?
when is negative and question, how do you say
When it's negative and it's what? Sorry.
question?
When if it's negative, the question is the same. If the sentence, if this one is affirmative and you want to make a question, the question is like this. And then if it's negative, the question is
Nora wasn't a doctor.
Okay. So the question has to be was or were. In negative, you cannot make the question.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't say
Wasn't?
the question in negative.
No. Well, for example, this one is negative. Nora wasn't a doctor.
But that is affirmative, no?
Wasn't?
Wasn't no negative. Yeah.
Yeah. If I have a negative answer and I want to make a question, then I have to use was or were. That's it.
Okay.
It's incorrect to say, wasn't Nora a doctor? No. The
Okay.
correct is, was Nora a doctor?
Okay.
In past.
in past.
Solo en la respuesta a la pregunta que tú hagas es donde se responde ya en negativo.
Exactly.
Okay.
Then, let's see.
Now, let's say I do this. All right, so I have Pedro and Maria. Pedro and Maria, teachers. Make an affirmative sentence with Pedro and Maria.
Pedro and Maria were
were
teachers.
Okay? Good.
Were teachers. O
Were
Where?
teachers.
no lleva el a o el an.
No, it's plural. Remember, a and an is singular.
Ah, okay.
Okay, so Pedro and Maria were teachers. What is the negative of that sentence?
Pedro and Maria
They
were
weren't teachers.
teachers.
Pedro and María.
No se pone nada de where is teachers, no va.
No,
O where are
no,
teachers?
because where and where
where.
is the past of are?
Okay, ya, va.
All right, and what is the question? What do you think it's the question for this?
Were Pedro and Maria teachers?
Where?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Where? Pedro and María. Teachers. Okay.
Okay, so you see the difference.
Affirmative. A few. Okay. Next. Okay. Y question. Okay.
What questions do you have with this before I continue?
No, it's okay. Yeah.
No.
No? All good?
No.
All right, let me go back to the PowerPoint presentation. Hold on.
Thank you.
Yes, don't worry. Okay, let me open the PowerPoint presentation. Okay, this one. All right, do you see the PowerPoint presentation?
no.
Ahí va, ahí va.
Está abriendo.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes?
Yes.
All right, okay. So we're gonna go back to your book, okay? I want you to go back to your book, open your book on page 75, practice
Yes.
number 5.
Mhm.
Yes.
We have
Okay.
to complete the questions. You have to use was or where. If it's affirmative, sorry, if it's plural or if it's singular.
Okay. ¿Conforme a la lectura o eso ya no?
No, now you can just check the questions.
Okay.
Plural and word. Where?
Pay attention to the subject, check if it's singular or if it's plural. And when you finish, write on the chat, I finish.
¿Las contestamos también?
Yes, please. And when you finish, just in the chat, write I finish so I can see who finished.
O sea, cuando las tenemos que responder, sería como, o sea, una respuesta corta, como yes, they, no, yes, they,
Como la
¿cómo
que viene
sería?
ahí.
Ajá,
Yes, they are. Yes, they were.
ajá,
Como
exactly.
el ejemplo. Ok.
Mhm. Okay, so Katia already finished. All right, so Katia
Miss,
Elena. Mhm.
y cuando se habla, por ejemplo, en la 4 dice nada más a pharaoh, sería como, pues es que no sé si es como it o como he.
In this case, it can be a. In this case, it would be a he.
¿Sí?
He, yes.
En singular.
In singular, yes. Remember, a is singular always. Okay, so
And in the book 7, in this case, is it.
what? Sorry.
And the 7 point.
Yes, hunting would be it.
Yes, it was.
Yes. All right, ready?
Yes.
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 Okay, let's check the answers. So number 1, it says, it's the question. Were the pharaohs important to the people? Number 2, who wants to read question number 2?
Me.
Okay.
Yes. Was family important to ancient Egyptians?
Okay, so everybody has the same thing?
Yes.
No.
What did you put?
Where?
Okay, so in this case, family, is family plural or singular?
Singular.
Singular.
Okay, so if it's singular, I have to put was. Okay, when it's family or if it's one thing, it's singular. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Number 3, who wants to read number 3?
Where?
Where?
Okay, were their their houses of brick? Where?
Yes.
Yes.
Sí.
Number
Mhm.
4, what is the answer for number 4?
Was.
Was about
The head of the government.
the head of the government.
Good. A pharaoh is only one thing. So if you see houses, pharaohs, it's plural. Family and pharaoh, singular. Number 5, what is the answer?
Where?
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 Where? Were they builders?
Builders.
Okay. Number 6.
Where they
Where
are.
they
Where?
are.
Mm-hmm.
They.
Good. So
rich.
were they all rich? Yes. So if you see, it's they. And then I want you to tell me, hunting, is it
Was.
plural or
What?
singular?
Singular.
Singular.
Singular. So the answer is
Was.
Was.
was. Questions with this?
And
No.
the answer put yes, it was.
Mhm. Let me show you the answer.
Ah.
So I want you to tell me. It has to be short, okay? Yes, they were, or yes, he or it was, okay?
Okay.
Was family important to ancient Egyptians? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes,
It was.
Yes, it
Mhm.
was.
So yes, it was. Family is it because it's not he or
Oh,
she.
yes.
Mhm.
Or yes, family was.
Okay.
Number 3, were their houses of brick? Yes or no?
Yes.
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 They were.
They were.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. They
Yes,
were.
they were, because we're talking about plural.
Okay.
Number 4, was the pharaoh the head of the government?
Yes, he was.
Yes, he was.
Okay, yes, he was. I'm talking about a man. 5, were they builders?
Yes, they were.
Okay, so yes, they
Were.
were. Okay,
Yes.
Yes.
number 6, were they all rich?
No, they weren't.
They weren't.
Okay, so no, they weren't. Number 7, was hunting a favorite free time activity?
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was.
Mhm.
Questions with the answers?
No.
No.
The answers, we're going to practice another activity on Monday, so don't worry right now for the answers, okay?
Okay.
We're going to practice another activity on Monday with this. Do you have questions with the questions?
No.
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 Are you sure?
Yes.
Yes.
Everybody?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to stop sharing this and I'm going to go back to the PowerPoint presentation. Let me close this. This is making it slow. All right, can you see the PowerPoint presentation?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
all right. Actually, let me. Okay, with the questions, do you have a, well, okay, do you have a question with the questions? With the form of the question?
No.
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, let me stop this and I want to go back to the, before we finish and I tell you what you're going to do in your house. This one. Okay. I'm going to stop the session, but I want you to see what you are going to do for, I'm going to give you homework because we are not going to have the opportunity to do this right now,
Okay.
but I
Okay.
want you to practice in your house, okay?
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, so first thing, I send you an email with the Google Classroom link. and I can send the link in the WhatsApp again. It says, the instructions are read the 6 sentences, change the sentences from affirmative negative to their interrogative form. And then you have an example, well, 2 examples. Number 1, my sister was a student in Relaciones Culturales in 2018. This is the affirmative, and then the question, was my sister a student in Relaciones Culturales in 2018? And then number 2, your friends were happy. Question, were your friends happy?
Where's
So
my
this, let me just make sure this thing opens so you can see what you have to do. Okay. When you click in here, if you click here, it's going to show you this table. Can you see the table, the chart?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So you have to change the affirmative or negative sentences to the question.
Okay.
Okay. Again, my sister was a student at Relaciones Culturales in 2018. This is the question. Your friends were happy? This is the question. Number 3, my dad wasn't a teacher in Relaciones Culturales. What is the question?
Was my dad?
Was my dad a teacher
teacher
en
in
relaciones
relaciones
culturales?
culturales?
So I do what, this is what you do. Was my dad a teacher in Relaciones Culturales? And then that's it. And then I continue with number 4, number 5, number 6, 7, and 8. Okay?
Okay.
That's homework
Okay.
number 1. It's simple. You don't have to do anything else. When you
Okay.
finish,
Okay.
that's it.
Okay.
And then before we go,
Teacher, en Google Classroom, cuando acabé el ejercicio que le mandamos ahorita, me sale otro abajo. Ese no lo vamos a contestar, ¿verdad?
no, yes, you are.
Okay.
Can you see the other website on your computer?
The verb to be.
See the verb to be? Yes? Okay.
Yes.
So in here, it says the verb to be, and you have to, you have to select. It's really, you have to select the correct answer, was or were. So you read, my sister, blank, happy last night. If it's my sister, was, or if it's were, depending.
También se lo enviamos, ¿verdad?
Ajá.
Okay.
And then you go, finish, you submit when you finish this.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
we have the verb to be in past, negative. It's the same. The verb to be, and then you put wasn't or weren't, depending what you see in here. Okay?
Okay.
When I finish, I click submit.
Okay.
And in the questions, we also have another for question. The same thing, you have to complete the question with the correct option. You have to use was or you have to use were.
Okay.
Blank, and then Eric, I made a mistake, sorry, but it's Eric and Peter, students in level 2, was or were, depending what you think. So you have to read and you have to check the subject, okay?
Okay, well.
And then you continue like that, you submit, and that's it.
Okay.
Okay.
That's the only thing I want you to practice, so you can tell me on Monday, teacher, I have questions with this, I have questions with that, so we can practice, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to stop this.